I'm gonna do a taste test of the 7 Mountain House meals that I purchased from REI today. I have a backpacking trip coming up later in the summer, and it would just be really convenient if I could bring some of these meals along because they're non-perishable and they're lightweight, and all you have to do is add water to them. So stick with this video because it's going to be a compilation of 7 days in one video where I taste test all these different meals and see how I like them. So up first, biscuits and gravy. A little breakfast for supper. The other thing that I'm going to do is make sure that the little can of fuel is enough for 7 days to boil water in the morning for coffee and water a second time for the backpacking meal. And I have a feeling it will be, but I bought a brand new can to test my theory. The biscuits and gravy get a thumbs up for sure. I really enjoyed it. Probably shouldn't eat them as a whole meal when you're not hiking because they are packed with protein and they are pretty high in calorie, but I hike a lot. And as a fun bonus fact, these things now have little sayings on the bottom of the packages. Kind of reminds me of Snapple. When you slide down the banister of life, may all the splinters be pointing the right way. That just reminds me of a funny, traumatic OR story. If you want to hear that story, leave me a comment. Maybe I'll share it with you. It might make people squeamish though. Okay, day 2 of the Mountain House food trial. We have yellow curry with chicken. And the little saying on this one is, don't text and hike. Right, okay. The yellow curry with chicken and rice was delicious. It makes 2 servings. If you do single, it's 250 calories. And if you do the entire container, it's 510 calories. And I ate the whole thing because I went hiking today. Another winner, another backpacking meal winner. Day 3 of the Mountain House meal taste extravaganza. Yes, that's what we're calling it now. Today we have pad thai with chicken, and the fun little saying is, ain't nobody got Thai for that. Another tasty meal from Mountain House. This one, if you eat the whole bag, which I did because I always do, because I eat as if I were 6'5", even though I'm only 5 feet tall. 490 calories, 20 grams of protein. I would say the only downside to these is the amount of sodium. They're pretty salty, but if you think about it though, when you're backpacking, you're working really hard, you're sweating, and it's replenishing electrolytes. There's also a decent amount of potassium in them and vitamin D. So I don't know why I've never tried Mountain House before. For some reason, I've always thought they were kind of expensive, but then I was thinking about it. I mean, you spend easily $10 on fast food, which is even higher in calories and even worse for you, so why not spend that kind of money on something somewhat nutritious for the backcountry. Right, okay. Day 4 of taste testing Mountain House meals. And today we're going to do the classic lasagna with meat sauce. And let's see what the bottom of this package says. Classic, leave no trace. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. And another winner. I can't believe it's taken me like 5 years to even try Mountain House meals. I really like them. So far, I really like them. This one had 440 calories and 23 grams of protein, which is really good for being out on the trail. I just keep getting back to that. Yeah, lasagna. Day 5 of the Mountain House taste test. We're gonna try chicken fried rice. Let's see what the little saying is. Don't tell fish stories where the people know you, but particularly don't tell them where they know the fish. Mark Twain. Interrupting the taste test to just point out the requirement of safety while cooking near your sleeping bag. No, I didn't set it on fire, but after I turned the stove off, I set the stove too close to the quilt, and the heat of the stove melted a hole right through the nylon, and so I have a hole in my Enlightened Equipment 20-degree down quilt. Oi, for now I have patched it with some handy dandy surgical tape. Maybe it'll hold up until I figure out how to patch it for real. And I'll at least be able to see where it is. Well, it was pretty obvious where it is. All right, I'll show you the patch and then we'll get back to the regularly scheduled taste testing. That'll keep the feathers in there for now, at least. Okay, chicken fried rice. I'm going to give a thumbs down. I mean, it's not the worst meal I've ever had, but it's kind of bland compared to the other chicken ones that I've tried. The yellow curry, the pad thai. I guess I need more spice in my life. Yeah. It just wasn't that flavorful. So, chicken fried rice is definitely out for this particular hiker. Maybe you would like it though. I don't know. We all have different taste buds, right? Okay, day 6 Mountain House taste testing is going to be chicken and dumplings and no quilt melting. And the fun saying is, I would rather own little and see the world than own the world and see little of it. Alexander Sattler. I absolutely, positively concur. Right, okay. Chicken and dumplings gets a thumbs up. It was very tasty. Kind of similar to the biscuits and gravy. Had that kind of a flavor. Well, not the exact flavor, and this had carrots and peas in it, and biscuits and gravy doesn't have that. But very tasty, and I don't even think I mentioned that the shelf life of these meals is like 30 years. So I could be eating these when I'm 88 years old, you guys. And who knows? This is the kind of meal that you could put in your bug out kit for the end of the world, too. I mean, 30 years. Shelf life, 30 years. That's nuts. Right, okay. This is day 7 of taste testing Mountain House meals. And up today, chicken and mashed potatoes. This one should be exciting. And let's see what the package says. We travel not to escape life, but for life to not escape us. Anonymous. That is a very good quote. Well, Mountain House chicken and mashed potatoes has a really nice flavor. I don't know that I would take it on a backpacking trip, however, because of just how you have to mix it up. You have to pre-soak the chicken. Well, not pre-soak it, but you soak the chicken for 5 minutes, and then you add the potatoes after the fact, and it was a little bit messy. Like, it had a lot of flakes and things like that on the packaging. It might not be the best choice for backpacking because it could possibly attract critters. I don't know. It had good flavor. I just don't know that I would enjoy doing that one little extra step with that one little extra piece of trash. Right, okay. That was a taste test, a 7-day, 7-meal Mountain House taste test. I think we're gonna call this round 1 because I went to REIO and they have a lot more variety, so I sense a round 2 coming in the future. See you next time. P.S. My fuel canister, the little one, definitely has enough fuel in it to boil 14 times, which is at least 7 days worth of boils for me.